Hello there, and welcome to today's episode of the EdTech Podcast. My name is Monica Burns, and I am so glad that you're here to join me today. If you want to make the most of education technology, aka EdTech, well, you are in the right place. My goal has always been to help make EdTech easier and give you ideas you can try yourself, share with a colleague, or bookmark for later in the school year. Every Tuesday here on the EdTech Podcast, you'll hear stories from my time in the classroom, the work I do now with schools and districts, and my travels to different EdTech events. Get ready for solo episodes where I share some quick tips and stories, and interviews full of practical ideas and stories from new guests each month. If we mention something you'd like to check out, make sure to click the link. You'll find it in the episode description or the summary area where you're listening to this podcast, or you can find every episode and all of the resources we mention by going to classtechtips.com/podcast, or by going to classtechtips.com and just clicking on the Easy EdTech Podcast button at the top of the page. This episode is sponsored by my new ASCD deck of cards, Purposeful EdTech Tips. It's part of the Quick Wins series and packed with 50 fast, effective ideas for planning, teaching, and reflection. You'll find AI prompts, student activities, teacher tips, and strategies for checking for understanding, all designed to help you use EdTech with purpose. Whether you're planning your next unit or looking for a quick idea before class starts, these cards are full of inspiration and super easy to use. Head to classtechtips.com/cards to grab your deck today. That's classtechtips.com/cards to check it out. This week's episode is titled Goal Setting Activities to Motivate Students All Year Long. Now, goal setting is something we typically think of as at the start of the school year, start of a new unit of study, a start of something where we are thinking forward to where we hope to end up. And even though you might listen to this at the start of something new, you might be in the middle of something and need a reset too. So this episode is really about motivating kids all year long, whether you decide to take a pause while you're in the middle of an activity and say, you know what, let's set a big goal, or let's set a small goal, or let's think about where we want to be in a few weeks or a few months or at the end of the school year. So in today's episode, we're going to look at some of the benefits of using a goal setting activity to help kids stay on track and things you can do in different subject area, some practical ideas alongside favorite EdTech tools. So when you're thinking about goal setting and your why, well, there may be a few different reasons. It's a powerful way to make sure kids stay engaged and feel like they have responsibility and accountability for their work. When they take that time to jot down or share aloud their aspirations or what they're hoping to accomplish, it's really the first step in making something happen. And when we're looking to support goal setting, you may want to have something visual or tangible that represents students' goals to help them stay a bit more focused and motivated. In a science classroom, kids might set goals for completing a long-term lab project or mastering a specific skill like analyzing data. Or in a social studies classroom, you might use goal setting to help kids identify areas where they want to do some more research, like understanding the causes of a historical event or ways to promote civic engagement. In math, kids might be working on their stamina, their fluency, their speed with multiplication facts, or conquering a new topic like multiplying fractions. Or in an ELA classroom, students might have a goal to achieve a milestone like finishing a novel or mastering a vocab list or turning a persuasive essay into a multimedia project. You know your group and where they might want to head over the course of a unit or the course of the school year, and you can tailor goal setting activities with this in mind. So we're going to go through a few tips to make this happen in a classroom. Although you might start this at the beginning of the year or a unit, it's always a great time to jump in and explore a goal setting activity. A great goal setting activity provides kids with clear prompts and space to think critically about their goals. You might have something that falls into a short-term category, like what can I achieve this week or this month? Something in a long-term category, like what do I hope to accomplish by the end of the semester or the year? You may want students to break down steps to success, like what they need to achieve a specific goal and the actions they'll take to make that happen. You might have them document their support system, who can help them, a teacher, peer, family member, or an expert. And of course, you might have them make a list of resources to explore. This might include books, videos, or other tools they can use to learn more about their specific goals. This is a great format to help kids focus on both the big picture and actionable steps they can take right away. If you've joined me for a webinar or a workshop, or even if you're a member of my Easy EdTech Club, we do this each month. I love using the format this week, this month, this year when talking about goal setting, because it doesn't have to be at the start. It's not like during the first week of school or during the first month that we're learning this. You can employ this sort of super simple framework of what can I do this week, this month, and this year, really any time of year. So if you are going to make some goal setting activities for students, you might start with just a simple printable. Maybe it's a Google Doc or Canva or Adobe Express creation that you can use to create some visually appealing templates. So if you use that same this week, this month, this year framework, that might be the place you start. Or you might head straight to Canva or Adobe Express, two favorites. I've done some work with the Adobe education team. That is often a default for me, but you could do this in Google Docs, of course, too. And you might search in the template library for a favorite creative tool for a goal setting template. Now, you might even do this in an interactive space. So, for example, if you're using an interactive space like Genially or Book Creator, they both have the ability for kids to add multimedia elements, even create clickable links for digital resources. It would be a great option for an interactive goal setting activity. And both of these tools have goal setting templates that can be a great start. I've done some work with the Book Creator team too and love their graphic organizers and their template library. So that might be one you use with students, even if you're just adding a page in their journal to have them pause and set a few different goals. So you can customize your goal setting activity no matter what tool you use. Those are just a few open-ended tools that I love with some subject-specific prompts, some student-friendly language, and even visuals like a progress tracker or motivational quotes you might pull in. And you could do some of those printable options like finding a template in Canva or Adobe Express, or some of the digital options where kids can add their voice, a video, clickable links like in Genially or in Book Creator. The tool that you use really depends on what you have access to. Something like Seesaw would be another great option for having kids snap a picture and set a goal based on that too. So if you were using a goal setting activity this year, whether you're kicking off a new unit or looking for a mid-semester refresh, this can really support your work to help kids stay motivated, set a purpose for them. And of course, you might have more goals that fit into more like general school experiences, but these academic connections, so saying I want to achieve this specific thing in this class, right, can also help students build that lifelong strategy of setting goals in different parts of their day. So in this short episode, we've talked about some favorite tools for interactive and printable goal setting activities, some reasons why you might do this, and some academic connections. Let's finish up like we always do with a few key points from today's episode. Introduce goal setting at key moments to boost motivation. Use structured activities with clear goals and action steps. Make it subject specific for meaningful connections. Leverage digital tools for engaging, customizable templates. Remember, you can find the show notes and the full list of resources from today's episode by heading to easyedtechpodcast.com. You'll find links to some of the favorite open-ended tools I mentioned, as well as some resources that will bring you to templates you can use for goal-setting activities. This episode is sponsored by my new ASCD deck of cards, Purposeful EdTech Tips. It's part of the Quick Wins series and packed with 50 fast, effective ideas for planning, teaching, and reflection. You'll find AI prompts, student activities, teacher tips, and strategies for checking for understanding, all designed to help you use EdTech with purpose. Whether you're planning your next unit or looking for a quick idea before class starts, these cards are full of inspiration and super easy to use. Head to classtechtips.com/cards to grab your deck today. That's classtechtips.com/cards to check it out. Thank you for listening to this new episode of the Easy EdTech Podcast. I love creating new episodes for you each week, but I could use a bit of help spreading the word about the podcast. Can you leave a rating or review on your favorite podcast app? Spotify will let you tap on the stars, and Apple Podcasts will let you tap on the stars and leave a 1 or 2 sentence review. Thank you so much for taking this extra step. It helps other educators find episodes like this one when they're searching for EdTech tips.